Have you ever played sports? Well, I have, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. I'm pretty sure the first sport I've ever played was soccer. I can't remember. I don't remember much about soccer except that I was around 7 or 8 years old. I remember this one time where I got hit in the face with a ball. I cried about it. Maybe that's why I can't remember soccer. Anyways, moving on. I used to play basketball in late 2019. I was around 9 years old. I was always benched for some reason. I guess I was just that bad. I still love basketball though. It still remains one of my favorite sports ever. Fast forward to August 2024, I decided to try out for volleyball. My friend convinced me. I didn't make the main team, but I made my school's intramural team. I learned a lot from that. I kind of miss it. Anyways, getting on to the most memorable sport, wrestling. It's one of my favorite sports and it's genuinely so fun. I wasn't the best wrestler, but I had a lot of fun and even made a few friends. My first meet, I wrestled against this really big guy who was like 5'10". I'm 5'4". I'm pretty sure he wasn't even in my weight range. I was in pain for like a week and I would always complain to my parents every time I was in pain. The next meet I can't really remember. I think that's the one I had to sit out for. It wasn't because of injury, however. It was because I had an F. Anyways, in another meet, I almost beat this girl by points. She pinned me. I was so mad, but I like this girl. She's actually really nice. We're sort of friends. She was 1 to 2 years younger than me, by the way. Now let's move on to the wrestling tournaments. I can't remember my first one, but I remember losing. Yeah, I'm not the best at wrestling. But my second one, I got either third or fourth place. I got a medal. However, I was really sick, so I was super upset and irritable. I was crying because of how much I wanted to go home. I was so tired. Then I went home and passed out, so it all worked out. The last tournament I was, I went home early, so I don't know if I got a medal. If so, you never gave it to me, coach. This next thing I'm going to be talking about, I don't count as a sport for myself because I didn't really do much physical activity over there. I was a stat for track. It's similar to a teacher's aide, but for sports. I helped out with the throwing division, and fun fact, there were 4 coaches on the track team, and the throwing coach was actually one of my wrestling coaches. He brought me snacks, and it was great. One time at either practice or meet, a fox ran along the fence and went into a hole. How did a fox end up in the middle of nowhere, California? I don't know. I had a lot of friends in track, though, including my best friend. But yeah, that's all the sports I was involved in. Thanks for watching and have a good day, night, whatever time it is for you, and bye-bye!